grateful that you decided to join us online for our Sunday celebration. Very excited about this month's book of the month. It is How to Use the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. If you don't have it, get it. Put it into your spiritual library. Stay tuned to the end of the service and find out how you can participate with us in person or online. We have a lot of wonderful things that we're going to be doing and jumping off this month. Listen, I want you to be here. I want you to come in person, but know that you're not alone and we're right there with you, right where you are. We bless you. We thank God for you, and we send you so much love. Enjoy the rest of the service. Be well and be blessed.
Good morning, CSL family. Let's stand up, make a joyful noise unto the world.
Have come here as we are. morning, CSL. Spirit is in this place, and Dr. Chris Michaels is in this place too. Welcome back home. Welcome back home, Dr. Chris. We're happy that you're all in this place as well on behalf of CSL Fort Lauderdale. I want to welcome you all, whether you're here with us in person in the sanctuary or joining us on Facebook Live, YouTube, or our own website, cslftl.org. We're so happy you're here. And if it is your first time with us here in person, we have a special gift for you. The ushers will be coming down the aisle with a small pouch for first-time visitors with a pair of mala beads in it. And there's a little card that can get you started on how that can enhance your prayer or spiritual practice and explore how it can benefit you and serve your best and highest good. There's also a card in there for you to complete, share your email address and name with us so that we can send you our monthly e-newsletter and find out about everything that's going on at CSL. We have Sunday service, but we have classes, we have events, ways to serve. There's so much that goes on in this community so you can share in the good. So stay informed that way with us. So if it is your first time, please just raise your hand or stand, whatever you're comfortable with, so our ushers can spot you and give this little gift that we have for you. It's a nice CSL round of applause welcome. If it's your first time on Facebook Live, please let us know in the comment box at the bottom. And also, if you're watching virtually, go to our website, cslftl.org, and sign up for our monthly e-newsletter there so you can stay informed. Please also remember to like us on Facebook and share us with your friends on Facebook. And you can also follow us on Instagram. We have an intention statement here at CSL Fort Lauderdale that says who we are and how we want to show up in the world. If you'd all please stand with me, we'll say it together. And after that, please greet your neighbor. And remember, some people are still practicing safe social distancing. CSL, who are we? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service. Thank you. Enjoy the service.
Hey there, I'm Reverend Skip Jennings, your senior minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living. I am so grateful that you've decided to join us online for our Sunday celebration. Very excited about this month's book of the month. It is How to Use the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. If you don't have it, get it. Put it into your spiritual library. Stay tuned to the end of the service and find out how you can participate with us in person or online. We have a lot of wonderful things that we're going to be doing and jumping off this month. Listen, I want you to be here. I want you to come in person, but know that you're not alone and we're right there with you, right where you are. We bless you. We thank God for you and we send you so much love. Enjoy the rest of the service. Be well and be blessed.
I wanna fly like the birds in the sky, like the ones who don't know they're not supposed to fly. I want to fly. Do you wanna fly? Like the bumblebee, whose body is too big for its wings. He looks to the sky and he starts to sing, and then he flies. I want to fly. Do you want to fly? I'm letting go of the things that tie me down. I soar to the future, high above the ground. Up here I see why it's taken me so long to let go. And now I'm finally free to fly. I want to fly. Do you want to fly? We once believed that the world was flat. One man was brave, he took a chance to fly. I want to fly. Do you want to fly? I'm letting go of the things that tie me down. I soar to the future, high above the ground. Up here I see why it's taken me so long to let go. And now I'm finally free to fly. I want to fly. Do you want to fly? I want to fly. Do you want to fly? 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 Do you want to fly?
Six years ago, when I took over as senior minister of CSL Fort Lauderdale, the very first thing that I did is brought people together. And I said, we need to decide together why we're here and why we're doors and what we're all about. And we came up that day with 7 core values. This is who we are and this is what we stand for. And they are love and healing and oneness and abundance and spiritual growth and service and diversity. The core value that we're highlighting this week for you to practice is healing. Healing. So you know that I'll be retiring soon. In 3 weeks, I'll be retiring from 32 years of ministry. And you also know that I've just returned from Asia, where I was in Asia for 42 days. So I've been thinking a lot about post-ministry careers. And while I was in Asia, you probably don't know this, but I was seeking out manufacturing plants for leopard print thongs. So for my career as a pole dancer post-ministry. Now, you've seen the back of me, and so you know there's going to be thousands of people pouring into a bar to see me pole dancing post-ministry. Thank you, God, I'm joking. Where there is joy and laughter in a room, the presence of God surely is. Yes. And where there is laughter and joy, healing has happened. You, my friends, are healers. You have every day an opportunity to heal yourself and the world by simply making someone laugh, by giving them a word of encouragement, which we also desperately need, a kind gesture, a gentle touch, a listening ear. Healing is our core value this week. Go practice it. If you are here for the very first time today, welcome to CSL. Thank you for joining us on this Friendship Sunday. You may not know this, but CSL is part of a global organization with over 500 centers worldwide. We're a spiritual community that honors all religions and all faiths. And that's because we know there is no wrong way to worship, whether you're lighting a candle, repeating a mantra, or offering a prayer. We respect and we honor anything that anyone does that draws them closer to love, closer to spirit. So we celebrate the diversity in religious practices around the world with our ceremony this morning we call the Flames of Faith. The candle was lit for the Tao to honor the universal path of harmony, the natural way. The candle is lit for the shamanic traditions, honoring the belief and practices of all indigenous peoples. The candle is lit for the world's oldest religion, Hinduism, to honor the spiritual path of devotion and the variety of religious icons and deities. The candle is lit for Judaism, to honor the path of sacred law. The candle is lit for Buddhism, to honor the Four Noble Truths and the way of compassion. We light a candle this morning for Christianity and the Christ consciousness that lives in every one of us. A candle is lit for Islam to honor the path of peaceful submission to the will of Spirit. A candle is lit for the universalistic religion of Baha'i to honor the path of unity. And the candle is lit for us, for our own faith, which we call New Thought, to honor the metaphysical path and the practice of what we call universal spiritual principles. And the most important candle we save for last. It is lit for peace and for the peaceful acceptance of all faiths, all spiritual practices, and all people worldwide in a consciousness of love.
Among the stars above, maybe not if it wasn't for your love. Smiling faces all around, like when a king has just been crowned. Been won that I'd have lost if it wasn't for your love. A fairy tale unfolds, more true than stories I've been told. My chance to rise, and all dream. But would I have touched the sky, ever flown so high? But if it wasn't for your love, if it wasn't for your love.
Here, right? Let me say that again. We have great music here, right? Okay, so I got in a fight with a Christian once. It wasn't really a fight, it was more like a heated argument. And this was way back in the day when I thought it made sense to argue with people of different faiths, to somehow convince them that I am right and they, of course, are wrong. My teacher said something that blew my mind once. He said, "Ignorance always speaks louder than wisdom. The wise sit in calm knowing, while the ignorant rant and rave and scream and shout." And in this case, I was the ignorant one, arguing with someone for my faith, vehemently defending truth that I didn't know yet, but was trying to know. The truth that I was defending on that day was one of our core values that I mentioned earlier, oneness. There is only one life in the universe. It is the perfect life of God, and it lives in and through all of its creation. One life, one power, one love. That's a truth that I now know that I no longer have to defend, because truth needs no defense. But back then, when I was arguing with the Christian, the very fact that I was arguing with him showed that I didn't know that truth. Because if there's only one life, if there's only one love, then it has to include people of all faiths. So what do you think I was arguing with the Christian about? Jesus? I mean, that would be the obvious choice, right? Christians love themselves some Jesus. And in the South, where I was at the time, in the South, they also love themselves some big hair. And that's why they say the higher the hair, the closer to the Lord. So just jack your hair up for Jesus. But that is not what I was arguing with the Christian about. It wasn't about Jesus. It wasn't about big hair. It was about the devil. Christians hate the devil because the devil can make you do things. He can ruin your relationships. He can sabotage your success. He can ravage your body with disease. And more importantly than that, he is the perfect scapegoat for anything and everything that goes wrong in your life. If you fail, it's the devil's fault. If you can't get ahead in life, it's because the devil's trying to hold you back. If you're an addict and you start using again, it's because the devil made you do it. But the devil isn't just the purveyor of discord and disease. He's also a multi-purpose deity. He is also the owner of the most powerful tool ever known in all of history that can be used to manipulate and control human behavior. You know what that is. Fear. Fear. Because you never know when or where the devil might trip you up or lead you astray, you have to live in a state of constant fear. You can never fully trust anyone, including yourself, including your own thought is cause for suspicion, because who knows, the devil might have infiltrated your mind and gotten in there and caused you to do his bidding. Now, I grew up in the Methodist Church in Harper, Kansas, with this storyline. The picture of a universe at war, with the devil on one side, God on the other, and we poor humans stuck in between, victims of these two deities duking it out in life. And that, my friends, is why in the Christian faith you need a Savior. That is why Jesus is so beloved by Christians around the world, because without someone to intervene on your behalf in this chaotic universe, you might just end up frying in the Big Fry Daddy. In our teaching, we call this paradigm duality. duality. And even though billions of Christians and Jews and Muslims around the world still believe in this ancient primitive story, at Centers for Spiritual Living and at every other New Thought church around the world, along with the billions of Buddhists and Taoists and all the billions of people of Eastern faith, our story is not of a universe torn between two powers in chaos. We see a universe at peace. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal kindness, and the givingness of one life, one power, one love. The fact is, there is no scientific or religious evidence of a dualistic universe. We see nothing happening in the universe that is in chaos. All of life comes from one source, and at CSL we call that source God, we call it power, we call it love. This was the truth that I was defending in my argument with the Christian, the oneness of all life. The truth that I didn't yet know, I was trying on, I just didn't know yet. And to be honest with you, it took me a while. It took me a while to give up the judgmental, confusing old man in the sky that seemed like he needed to be on antidepressants. And it took me a bit longer to stop living in fear of this man-made demonic deity who was always seeking my harm and terribly fascinated by what I was doing in my bedroom. Which, by the way, at the time wasn't much. Mostly just hanging drapes. And I share this story with you today because I know that many of you are somewhere in between. Somewhere between accepting the truth of the oneness of all life, that life is for you, and then letting go of your fear. And to you, I say, have faith, my friend. Have faith. There is no war going on out there. The only war is in your own mind. And it is a war between love and fear. And in that war, love will always win. It will always win. The founder of our teaching, Dr. Ernest Holmes, said it best when he wrote this. He said, "There is no devil, and God is love. Why not accept this and start to live?" Start to live. You know, you really don't even start to live until you can wake up each day and say, magnificent things are going to happen for me today because life is for me. Until then, until you get it that there's only one life and it's for you, you're really just hiding out in fear. I'm starting to count the number of years I've been in this teaching. 40 years ago, next month, I was living in Atlanta, Georgia, 1982. I was drawn to an in-town newspaper called Creative Loafing. And in it, in the back section, I happened to notice a tiny little ad for a lecture that was being held in the auditorium of the High Museum. I decided to go to that lecture, and on that day, the title of the lecture was, "And Then Man Made Satan." It was given by the man who would eventually become my teacher. Dr. Kennedy Schultz's message that Sunday changed my entire paradigm for life and in the universe and put me on track to a greater and a greater good that unfolded every year. But even some 40 years later, I still wonder why people are so reluctant, vehemently opposed to accepting that life is for them. Why are so many people intent on victimhood? Why do they cling to fear? It's just a question that I ponder, and I think I know the answer. The answer is obvious. It's personal responsibility. If I have someone to blame for everything that goes wrong, I never have to take full responsibility for my life. If the devil is making me do things, then I'm out of control. I have no power. I'm just a victim wandering around wondering why this crap keeps happening to me in my life. This describes the first 24 years of my life, living in fear, questioning my worth all the time, and wondering, why isn't life working for me? Nothing is working. Somebody up there must not like me, I would say to myself. Until I heard this lesson of oneness until I gave up my old paradigm of duality and living in fear of the future. I just kept repeating over and over and over again the same negative pattern in relationships and work, and all this kept going on. It wasn't until I came into a CSL when I finally realized, bam, the thing that I finally realized that the only common denominator in all of my problems was that I happened to be there every single time they occurred. What? The source of the problem, I wondered? Surely not. Is it me screwing up everything, the relationships and all this stuff? Is it possible that I might be the cause of the drama? Oh, dear God, perished the thought. Surely it must be the devil intervening in my life. Please let me stay in my land of denial, where I can hold someone accountable for the quality of my life, or make someone else bad and wrong, like my parents, for what they didn't give me. Now, we're all alike, all of us. We love to take credit for the good things that are happening in our lives, don't we? We love to take credit for all the good things, and when they happen, even in our teaching here, I hear people say, look what I demonstrated. Look at my new boyfriend. Isn't he wonderful? I manifested him from my consciousness of love. Did you see what I manifested? Take a look, head to toe. But isn't it funny how eerily silent they are when they show up at church the next week and he's not with them? Oopsie. Then it's not their responsibility. Oh no, it's not my responsibility the relationship ended. It's the boyfriend's. It's not me. It's got to be him. And so they say things like, well, he just wasn't ready for my love. Or he's working through some problems of his own. It never occurs to them, like it did me on that frightful day of self-awareness, that I am responsible for all of this, all of it. I'm the cause of my own experience, not some God up there and not some devil down there. Listen to me, this is important. You and only you are creating your life, and you and only you can recreate it. Did you hear me? You know, we talk a lot about our core values. Every Sunday we highlight one of them for you. You know why we do that? Because we want you to practice that core value. We tend to talk too much and practice too little. And you know why that is? Because it's a lot easier to talk about love than it is to practice loving yourself and others. I had a horrific chance to practice self-love when I was in a hotel in Bangkok 2 weeks ago. I walked into this resort, I went into the bathroom, and there were mirrors entirely around the whole bathroom. And so when you got to stand in the shower naked, you got to see every part and parcel of your naked body, which is always a joy. And so I said, it is for me. And so I said to the group there, we got to practice self-love this morning, didn't we all? You see, I moved here after living for 26 years in the show-me state, Missouri. I meant Missouri. Did I? So for me, talk is cheap. Don't tell me how loving you are. Show me. Don't tell me you believe that we're all God expressing as unique individuals. Let me see how you treat other people. I don't listen to what people tell me about themselves anymore. I watch everything they do. You reveal yourself in your actions, not your words, and not what you post on social media. 6 years ago, when I first got here from Kansas City in September, I was looking for leaders in our community. I didn't know anybody here, and I said, we need to find some leaders. And one guy at the Sunday service steps forward and he says, hey, I'd like to lead a team. Not knowing who he was, I asked him to come in the office during the week and sit down and chat with me because I was really interested in what his motivation was for serving and how he wanted to get involved and find out what his vision was for what he wanted to do. Well, he showed up that day with a paper grocery bag about this big, and then we went back there into the Buddha room to have a chat. And I'm wondering to myself, what's in the bag? What's in the bag? Why would you bring a bag of groceries with you to have a chat with me to just talk about who you are? It didn't take me long for him to display what was in the bag. He said, since you don't know me very well, I thought I'd bring you a few things to look at, to show you about my life and who I am. And he pulls out one award after another, one newspaper clipping after another from his illustrious career in New York City 50 years ago. He said, I got this award for blah, blah, blah. And I was so fabulous in this, they gave me this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there saying absolutely nothing, shocked and dismayed at the depth of his narcissism. Listening to him go on and on and on about how fabulous he was, about how wonderful he was. Now, let me ask you something. Do you think I let this guy lead a team here at CSL? Hell to the no. And do you know why? Because he wasn't really interested in serving others. He wasn't interested in practicing the oneness of all life and seeing each other as we see God. He was looking for ego gratification. Truth. Listen up. People will show you who they are if you watch closely. They reveal themselves in every gesture, by the way they carry themselves, by the way they enter a room, by the tone of their voice, by the look in their eyes, by the way they treat a waiter in a restaurant, by the way to treat a cashier in the grocery store. Don't believe a word they say. Watch everything they do. It's a new month, the month of August, and that means we have a new book of the month. This month, our book of the month is called Ordinary Goodness, and it's by my friend and colleague, Dr. Edward Fullion. You'll get to meet him if you come to the retirement banquet on Friday the 26th. He's one of our speakers, and you don't want to miss this guy. He is wonderful. In his book, he wrote this: my choices are my ethics in action. No matter what picture I paint of my personality, the real me comes across through my choices and actions. They reveal my character more clearly than any of my words ever will. So don't waste your time telling people who you are. Show them who you are. Your character reveals itself in what you do, not what you say. The real you want to see where the real you shows up? When you're driving alone in your car in traffic. The real you shows up when you come face to face with someone who believes exactly the opposite of you do, religiously or politically. Can you be loving toward them, even though you completely disagree? Your true beliefs show up in your actions, especially when no one is looking. I didn't build this church as a country club where we could all sit around talking about how prestigious and how sophisticated our beliefs are. I built it so you would have a place to go where you are loved as you are. where you could learn to be more loving toward others. Because I really believe in the oneness. And I believe we all deserve respect and love. I want to leave you this morning with a short video of my recent trip to Thailand and Cambodia. We volunteered at a children's school, and I want you to see these kids. Would you show it? This school was founded by somebody like me, another CSL minister named Dr. David Alt from Atlanta, Georgia. It serves 400 to 500 children a day in Siem Reap, Cambodia, in Guatemala, and in India. And he teaches those children what you learned here today. There is only one life. There is only one God. There is only one love. And so ends the lesson. Sure, you like me now. Or will you come see me when I do pole dancing? That's the real thing. If you found value in what you received here today, if the message or the music has transformed or changed you in some way or motivated you, consider supporting us now, whether you're online or in person. We have made it so easy to do so. One of the easiest and quickest ways to download the CSL app and just click giving, or you can donate online at cslftl.org. There are some very special people here at CSL who've made a commitment long-term to serve and to give to CSL their own financial resources. There are TPL members, and we are thankful for each one of them. People like you who've committed a specific and certain amount to give each week or each month. So thank you to our TPL members. If you'd like to have information about the TPL program or joining us, you said, these are my people, this is my place, I want to give regularly, you can see one of the ambassadors in the lobby. Whatever you give and wherever you give, please know that in your giving you are blessed, and what you have given out, by nature of a perfect law, must return right back to your life multiplied abundantly.
And singing, God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
To my friends in Indonesia and Bali, and to all of you here who joined me on that fateful trip, Om Swastiastu. which means the highest possible good that God can bestow upon you, may it be delivered to your life today. Om Swastiastu. We begin our meditation today by closing your eyes. We will not be tricked or fooled by the way things appear. We are more than the bodies we brought here. We are the spirit that is alive within them.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me.
Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me.
In and through me. As we in and through me. As we
God is all around me.
If you could bring peace to your mind, you can bring peace to your life. If you can control your mind and your thoughts and your feelings, you have complete control over your own life. You are the captain of your own ship. The thoughts that enter your mind, the feelings that enter your heart, you can choose and select. You can give your focus and your attention to that which is good and getting better in your life. Or you can focus all of your attention on that which is not good and getting worse. Wherever your heart is, there's your power. Wherever your mind is focused, the creativity of an intelligence that creates a universe is at work in your life. It's up to you. It's always been up to you. The first gift of love is freedom. The first gift of love is freedom. So you have been set free to discover your own path, to define your own life, to create your own love story. Silence is the language of the universe. Don't be fooled. It's not merely the absence of noise. It is the presence of power unobstructed, of love unopposed. It is the presence of one life, one love. If you can sit comfortably in the silence, your heart will touch the life of God. And so it is.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me.
Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me.
And I'm thankful. And so and I'm thankful. And so it is.
God is all around me. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Come on. Come on. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. People done gone crazy. People done gone bad. People forgot superpowers we all have. We were born to love, not hate. We can decide our fate and look for the good in everyone and celebrate all mistakes. There's a silver lining.
Silver lining.
You'll still have to find it, find it, find it. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. So look for the good in everyone. Everyone needs sunshine. Everyone needs rain. Everyone is carrying around some kind of pain. I see who you are, just like me. I see you searching for a purpose, guided by a dream. I see who you are, I'm just like you. I get lost sometimes and I forget what I came here to do. I keep on trying.
Keep on trying.
When it gets frightening, 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 look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. So look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone. Come on. There we go. You got it. Everyone needs nature. Everyone needs God. Everyone is love and light and vibration. Look for the good. Look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes, and maybe they should. So look for the good. Look for the good. Yeah, look out for all the heroes in your neighborhood. And look for the good. Look for the good. Life sure would be sweeter if everybody would. Oh, look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. One more time, here we go. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. So look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone.
One of the smartest things I did after I was here just for a few months was hire. That man is the music director. Where is he? And it wasn't easy because I asked him, would you like to be the music director? He said, no. No, I'm good. I just want to come sing. And I'm like, well, give you time. If you are facing a challenge today, if it is difficult for you to look for the good in your own life or in anyone else's, you've come to the right place. We have professional prayer practitioners that are here today on staff for you, so that maybe they can see something in you you haven't been able to see yet in yourself. Maybe they love you when you can't love yourself yet. And all of that is healing. So please see one of them. It's easy to connect with prayer. You can just press the prayer button on your CSL app if you have that, or you can call the prayer line 24 hours a day. It's changed every single day at 954-990-5625. In just a few minutes, our children, I'm told, will be joining us on stage. That's the second thing that I did when I got here, is establish a youth program, because we have to... We need a new generation of people that grow up knowing they're worth something, you know? We need to teach our children that life is for them, not against them, to have faith. So they'll be joining us, and if you have children, or you can go online, we have children's programming online that's free, or you can bring your children or your grandchildren here to our youth department, and we will teach them that thing: one power, one love, one God. Today is Friendship Sunday at CSL. Thank you for bringing your friends. I'm told there's a wonderful potluck afterwards. There's something special that happens when you sit down and break bread with people. You really get to know them. So we're here as a community. We want you to connect with each other, and we're providing opportunities for you to do that. This Tuesday, there is a class being held called Advanced Consciousness Training. It will be the last class I teach here at CSL. It's Tuesday nights, every Tuesday for the next 4 weeks. You can get information about it online. You can sign up on your app. You can see somebody in the lobby today. Afterwards, I would invite you to take this course. I created it specifically for you. I created it without any prerequisite requirements, so anybody can enroll in it. Advanced Consciousness Training starting this Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Also, Friday, August 26th. August 26th is the retirement banquet for the good Dr. Chris Michaels, so that we can send him on to his next career in the bar. So it's on August 26th. If you have not gotten your tickets, please do so. Normally, people here wait till the last minute to do that. So I'm going to ask that you do it now, that you do it in advance, because we have to let caterers know how many people are going to be here and all that. So if you haven't bought your ticket, please do. For those of you that say, you know, $150 is a lot of money to go to a banquet, yes, it is. And here's what happens to the money. All of the money that comes in from the banquet, every bit of it, goes to support what the board established as the Dr. Chris Michaels Ministerial Student Fund. So we want to fund the next generation of leaders in our movement. There's an easy way for you to do that. Buy a ticket to the banquet. After I spent a month in Bali, I went on to Thailand and Cambodia because I wanted to do a preview tour about studying Buddhism and seeing the wonderful sights in those two countries. At the request of people, I have put together a trip to Thailand and Cambodia. This will be the last tour I do. It is January 15th through the 26th, 2023. There is nowhere for you to get information on this because I'm just announcing it. But I brought some information for a few people truly interested in it, and you can see me after the service, and I'll provide you all the information about that. I will tell you I only take 25 people on these tours, and about 10 have already signed up. So if you're interested, then please let me know after the service. We close our service. Well, do we do this first before the kids? No, we bring the kids in. Bring the kids in. I always forget what we do. The third thing that was so smart was to hire a youth director. We close with our affirmation, and yours is exactly like mine. Would you read it with me, please? It's very wordy. The universe is joy, therefore I am joyous. The universe is compassion, therefore I am compassionate. The universe is grace, therefore I am gracious. Gracious. Let's know this together. I am and you are surrounded and immersed in love by a power for good whose only intention is to unfold the highest good for your life. There is no devil and God is love. There is nothing working against you in your life. All power has been initiated to cause you a life of love and joy. That is the truth that you now know, that you can carry with you into your new day, hopeful and expectant of something good's going to happen, because something good's going to happen. In a universe that is perpetuated and created by love, only love can unfold, only good all the time. Let's accept this today. Let's turn away from our morbid fascinations with negativity. Let's turn away from that which has scared us to death and kept us behind in fear. Let's face the light. Let's turn toward the love. Let's focus on the good, and life will be good. This truth is established in my mind and my heart, in your mind and heart, and in anyone's who can hear it. We are all blessed, and so it is. Yeah. We'll see you again next week here at CSL on live stream.
Let's stand up and sing This Is My Wish with our kids. Let's stand up. This is my wish for the world, that peace will find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. Peace on earth. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Happy Sunday. Have a fantastic week.
It is on.
Thank you for taking part in today's live stream. Your participation means so much to us. Remember, there's several ways to give. Click on the donate button here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our webpage, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. Our brand new app is available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Stay in touch, and thank you again for participating in our live stream. We'll see you soon.